Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back once again to Fat Cat Collections. Today, I got a review for you folks today, kind of an unboxing, and this is not a watch or cologne or a leather jacket, but this is actually a tool. So every now and then I'll feature a few tools on the channel. You folks know I review anything I get my hands on, because ultimately it's nice to see some videos that, I don't know, just kind of give people a little bit of your insight about these different amazing products. Now, Amazon's amazing. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Amazon, despite any political affiliations, right? But listen, there's a lot of sellers on there. Not everything that you buy from Amazon comes from Amazon. Granted, you know, I do believe they get a piece of everything that's on their site, just like eBay or any of the other sites do. But, you know, there's a lot of sellers now that are kind of Chinese brands selling amazing products. And, you know, if you would, it's funny when it comes to anything that, whether it be a watch or a tool or a camera, somebody's always got their opinion about something. But I'm just going to give you guys my 2 cents on this. Now, and this is coming from, I guess, you know, kind of a do-it-yourselfer. And, you know, I don't know, if you're, depending on what you do for work, you may opt to go with higher quality tools. But I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. So today we're going to be talking about this bad boy right here. Just give you guys a, ref bad's going to be a pretty short video, so just kind of stick with me throughout the whole thing, right? Because I'm just going to give you guys a little bit of information about the product, like always, and just my 2 cents. So this is a brand called Aspro. Come on, guys. You know, whoever creates these names, it's terrible. Aspro. It's A-S-P-R-O. I'm pretty sure it's Aspro. It's, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But this is one of their brushless 16.8 volt drills. Now, I like this drill so much, I ended up buying 2 of them. And right now, it's incredible. This thing, I might buy a third. This is on special for 25 bucks. Unbelievable. So what is the advantage of a brushless drill? My understanding is that they're just a little bit smaller. And so I wanted something that was extremely small. Now, if you're going to be drilling holes through houses or in masonry, or if you are a contractor, you know, this may not be the highest quality tool for you, but I gotta tell you, so far, I haven't had any problems with Amazon products. I have in my lineup like 7 drills. I use them daily, right? And so, you know, drills like this, you might think, oh, well, you know, that's not a DeWalt, that's not a Milwaukee, but ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, all these things are all very similar, right? There's nothing that any of the big players in this game are doing that really makes their drills like night and day. I kind of compare this to like watches. Like you can get a basic Invicta watch or AliExpress watch, you know, a Steel Dive Tactical Frog for 150 bucks with an H35 movement. In some cases, you can get them for like $65. At the end of the day, they still tell time reasonably well, and they still get the job done. You know, when you compare that to like a Rolex, yeah, Rolex is more refined, right? A lot more money, but is the Rolex guaranteed to last longer? There's no guarantees in life. So something like this, you know, for the price point, you can, like, I buy multiple of these, and with the idea that, hey, you know what, if I get a year out of a $20 drill, then you know, I'm good. I'll buy another one next year. But I'll tell you, you know, I've been going hard on my drills for multiple years now, and they all work, knock on wood. This is a relatively newer addition to my collection of drills. Absolutely love it. And so the reason I really like this one a lot is if you're climbing a ladder and or just you got a lot of stuff on your tool belt. You know, I have a really large, I think it's a DeWalt, you know, a $200 drill. Yeah, it'll do, you know, it has, you know, the masonry setting, and yeah, it's like a 20 volt. It's got more power, absolutely. So if you're going to be doing something that revolves a lot of power, then these drills aren't really for that. This is really just a basic, you know, put a hole in some wood, and basically it's basically a screwdriver, right? And so I've been super happy with this. So just a little bit of specifications on it. It's got a lithium-ion cordless battery, obviously, right? It's a cordless drill. It's got a dual functionality. It says here it's more than just a drilling tool. With the simple flip of the switch, I'm not sure what it, simply flip the electric. So, excuse me, there's a little bit of these write-ups are really just really long-winded. So I guess I'm not really going to go into the whole spiel here. But let me just point out what you get with this. So they have this steel plate on the back. They say it's a hammer. Don't use it for that. What I like about this is if you are, you know, I don't know, if you're pushing on something light, you do have a really nice surface. But I would not be wailing on something with this. I just don't think it's really meant for that, despite what they state. I did add this quick release bit on here. Just normally just looks like this. I also really like the clip on it is actually built into the back. So despite them calling this a hammer, the clip comes all the way around. So it's really robust. You can bend it and spread it a little bit, but it's pretty solid. And I like that because you're not gonna break this off the drill. Whereas some other clips, if they're kind of small on the side, you might crack the plastic and rip that off. I've had tools get caught on my, like, you know, off my belt onto something and crack things before. You have a light on it. It's a small LED light in the front, not super bright. You have a couple of power status lights here for your battery charge, you know, forward, reverse, basically. Your speed setting, high and low on top. And of course your different clutches on here. I usually just keep it on the maximum power, right? Clutchless, basically, just for drilling. But I primarily use this for putting in screws. Battery on it, these are pretty common on Amazon, but this one is a little different. A lot of the other ones are more of like a triangular shape, so a lot of the other drills I found, you can kind of swap batteries back and forth. Not all of them, but some of them. This one here is kind of proprietary to this. You get a couple bits with it. You get the charger, which is basically just a little cord you plug in. I encourage you, if you are going to go buy a bunch of different drills off Amazon, then, you know, at least, you know, label your chargers, because I just recently started doing that. Nice fat grip on it. It definitely contours to your hand nice. You get a good grip on it. And what I find about these compared to some of the other ones, this is kind of an adjustable trigger. I'm not sure if all of them do this. It's like a variable speed trigger. So you can gently start a screw and then speed up, which is pretty nice. I'm sure a lot of them have that. But the main and only reason I bought this was because I wanted something that was as small as it could possibly be. I didn't really care that it was 16.8 volt. 12 volt was fine, but this definitely has some juice to it. I put with this drill already, I've only had it for like a month, I put over 1,000 screws in, and it's fantastic. They say with a brushless motor that the main I guess advantage is that you're going to get a smaller drill, but also I guess it doesn't lose power quite as the battery starts to run down, still continues to produce power. I'm not 100% sure on that, but overall, like I said, really informal video, really nice drill for the money. And for 25 bucks, I'm probably gonna have to buy another one because I just absolutely love this. And again, the main reason I like this is that it's really small. So you can very easily clip this on your belt, throw it in your tool bag. I mean, it doesn't take up a lot of space, and it works extremely well. Love this drill. It is fantastic. Now, again, price on this, there's no other brushless drills on Amazon in this price point. So I can't believe they went down in price again. I hope a video like this definitely helps them sell more drills, because this is a fantastic brand. If you're going to look at a brushless drill by other competitors, if you go looking at the big boys, you expect to pay well over 100 bucks. Even some of the other ones on Amazon, you're looking at over 40 bucks. So this is incredible. I'm gonna put a link in the description. Let me know if you guys have any questions whatsoever. Other than that, just click the link, read about it, pick one up. Even if you're just at home, do it yourself, or you're not using this commercially, this should last you a lifetime. What I find depending on how much you use it, what I find the biggest problem with a lot of any drill out there is the batteries. It's almost like the old saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. It's a good idea to use your tools. And sometimes if you have a drill, I've had drills where I just keep the battery charged and I go to use it and the battery's just toast. So there is a difference in quality, I'd say, with the batteries. But, you know, for 25 bucks, using it every day, I mean, this is going to last me years and years and years. And if anything does happen once it fails, I will go ahead and drop a comment and pin it to the top of the section to let you guys know what has failed. But if you're looking at a lot of people will go to Harbor Freight. That's where I used to go to pick up a lot of stuff. And I'll tell you, the stuff I'm getting on Amazon is just fantastic. And it's even cheaper than Harbor Freight. So fantastic product. Really happy with it. Let me know if I can help. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good day and take care.